What island is it?
The old legend calls it Chip Trap Island. Peculiar name, isn't it? Sailors have a curious dread of this place. I don't know why.
I'm very superstitious about this place.
I'm sure the stories are just to scare people like us. Where is this island anyway? I can't see it.
You have good eyes. I've seen you pick off a moose moving in the brush at nearly 400 yards, but even you can't see 4 miles through a moonless Caribbean night.
It will be light enough in Rio. I hope the Jaguar gun can come from Purdy's. We should have some good hunting up the Amazon and great sport.
The best sport in the world.
For the hunter, not for the Jaguar.
Since when were you a philosopher? You're a big game hunter. Who cares how a jaguar feels?
Perhaps the Jaguar does have feelings.
Well, we shall never know, unless we become one ourselves. Or we somehow speak to one.
Even so, I'd rather think they understand one thing, fear. Fear of pain and the fear of death.
Nonsense. All this hot weather is making you soft, Danielle. Be a realist. The world is made up of 2 classes, the hunters and the hunties. Luckily, you and I are hunters.
Do you think we've passed that island yet?
I can't tell in the dark. I sure hope so.
Why does this island scare you so much anyway? What is on it that is scaring you? Cannibals?
Hardly. Even cannibals wouldn't live in such a godforsaken place. But it's gotten to sailor lore somehow. Didn't you notice that the crew's nerves seemed a bit jumpy today?
They were a bit strange, now that you mention it. Even the captain.
Yes, even the captain, who'd go up to the devil himself and ask him for a light. He seemed so frightened when I talked to him this morning.
One superstitious sailor can taint the whole ship's company with his fear.
Perhaps some sleep will do us some good. Good night, Ranger. Good night, Danielle.
I should go to bed also. I suggest you do the same. Good night.
I'm not sleepy. I'm going to smoke another pipe long after dinner.
Good night then, Rainsford. See you at breakfast.
Right, good night, Daniel. Olivia?
Snow!
Olivia?
Rainsford,
Danielle!
you're still alive. Rainsford, I can't believe you're still alive. Did anyone else survive? What happened to you?
Dr. Faraday. It's great seeing someone I know. I thought I was the only one that survived. I just washed up in the middle of this island. I don't remember anything else. Did you find the ship?
The ship is demolished. I witnessed it while I was swimming away from the rocks. We crashed on a big pile of rocks. I was very fortunate to swim toward the island.
Could you take me to the shore? I need water. I've been hallucinating.
You have? So have I. I saw a man with a pistol. I think he was deaf because he wouldn't answer any of my questions, and he wouldn't talk to me. Then he just disappeared.
I saw my sister.
Olivia? She died 12 years ago.
If it was a hallucination, it was very vivid.
Teresa falls up the stairs. Teresa falls down the stairs. Teresa falls up the stairs. Teresa falls down the stairs. Teresa falls...
What? Danielle? Danielle? Who are you?
Hello, Mr. Rain.
How do you know my name?
I'm sorry, where are my manners? My name is General Zarov, and I know your name because I read your books on hunting snow leopards in Tibet.
Glenn, who's this fellow?
His name is Ivan. He's deaf and dumb. Well, it's gonna get dark soon. We should go back to my place. You need food, water,
Yes.
rest?
Yes, yes.
Sure.
Thank you.
Would you like a drink, Mr. Rainsford?
Yes, thank you, General. Do you have any McCutcheon?
You have good taste, Rainsford. This is a 60-year McCutcheon, named after Anderson McCutcheon, esteemed admiral from the Royal Navy. He retired with more medals than any man before or since. Moved out to the Highlands to see out his remaining years. Admiral McCutcheon was a great man, Rainsford. This was his crowning achievement.
Thanks for that. I didn't know McCutcheon's history.
Very interesting man. You should read his books.
Yes, I should.
Enough small talk. You were part of a ship's crew, correct?
Correct.
And then, where is the rest of the crew?
I woke up in the jungle, so I can't account for all of it. But I was on the deck when it happened. Everyone else was asleep. I felt like we bumped into something, and I flew in the air from the impact. And then I woke up in the jungle.
Very mysterious.
Indeed, I noticed you had a Cape Buffalo head in your foyer. That Cape Buffalo is the largest I've ever seen.
Oh, that fellow. Yes. He was a monster.
Did he charge you?
Hurled me against a tree. Fractured my skull. But I got the brute.
I've always thought that Cape Buffalo is the most dangerous of all the big game.
No, you are wrong, sir. The Cape Buffalo is not the most dangerous big game. Here, in my preserve on this island, I hunt the most dangerous game.
There is big game on this island?
The biggest.
Really?
Oh, it isn't here naturally, of course. I have to stock the island.
What have you imported, General? Tigers?
No, hunting tigers ceased to interest me some years ago. I exhausted their possibilities. No thrill left in tigers. No real danger. You see, Rainsford, I live for danger.
Please, tell me, what is this game that you hunt? And how are the tigers not threatening to you?
God made me a hunter. My hand was made for the trigger. When I was only 5 years old, I shot my father's prized turkey with a gun. He did not punish me. He complimented me on my marksmanship. My whole life has been a prolonged hunt. It would be impossible to tell you the many animals I have killed.
Zaroff, you are a very talented hunter. I have never met someone with as much skill as you before.
Indeed, I am the best.
Yes.
I was lying in my tent one night when a terrible thought pushed its way into my mind. Hunting was beginning to bore me, and hunting, remember, had been my life. I have heard that in America, businessmen often go to pieces when they give up the business that has been their life.
That is so.
I had no wish to go to pieces, so I said to myself, why hunting no longer fascinated me. You are much younger than I am, Mr. Rainsford, and you have not hunted as much, but perhaps you can guess the answer. I had become too talented in the sport of hunting. It is too easy. No animal had a chance with me anymore. This is no boast, it is a fact. The animal had nothing but his legs and his instinct. Instinct is no match for reason.
How did you overcome this obstacle?
I did the obvious. I invented a new animal.
Are you joking?
Not at all. I never joke about hunting. I needed a new animal, so I found one. I bought this island, built this house, and here I do my hunting. The island is perfect for my purposes. There are jungles, hills, swamps.
But what of this animal, Zaroff?
Oh, it supplies me with the most exciting hunting in the world. I wanted the ideal animal to hunt, so I said, what are the attributes of an ideal quarry? And the answer was, of course, it must have courage, cunning, and above all, must be able to reason.
But no animal can reason, Zaroff.
This is where you are mistaken, Rainsford.
But you can't mean...
And why not?
I can't believe you are serious, Zaroff. This is a gruesome joke.
Why should I not be serious? I am speaking of hunting.
Hunting? This is murder! Zaroff, you are not a hunter, but a murderer.
I refuse to believe that such a modern and civilized young man as you seem to harbor romantic ideas about the value of human life. Surely your experiences in the war.
My experiences in the war do not make me a cold-blooded murderer.
Please, don't call it murder. Call it hunting.
They're men, Zaroff. Can't you hunt something else?
How about you hunt with me and see the thrill in it?
You're insane. Now I want the truth. Where do you get the men?
This island is called Shiptrap. Sometimes an angry god of the high seas sends men to me. Sometimes, when Providence is not so kind, I help Providence a bit.
Did you do that to our ship?
I have a lighthouse that indicates a channel where there is not one. All there is are rocks.
So, you want to hunt me?
Yes, I did. But from the looks of it, all I got was one person.
How will you convince me to not run away?
It's a game, you see. I suggest to one of them that we go hunting. I give him a supply of food and an excellent hunting knife. I give him a 3-hour head start. I am to follow armed only with a pistol of the smallest caliber and range. If my quarry eludes me for 3 whole days, he wins the game. If I find him, he loses.
And if they refuse?
Oh, I give him his option, of course. He need not play the game if he doesn't want to. If he does not want to hunt, I turn him over to Ivan.
And if they win?
To date, I have not lost. I don't wish you to think me a braggart, Mr. Rainsford. Many of them afford only the most elementary sort of problem. Occasionally, I strike a tartar. One of them almost did win. Eventually, I had to use the dogs.
Isn't that breaking the rules?
I do not like to lose, so I improvise sometimes.
And when will you hunt me?
Tomorrow at noon, but tonight, you shall sleep.
I've been hallucinating things. people that are dead. Did you do this to me?
If you were asking if I poisoned you, I did not. But I have an idea of what's happening to you. Hold on. Here it is. Clonazepam. It will help. From what I know, this island used to be a testing ground for the United States military. I have no idea what they tested, but whatever it was, it had side effects for its inhabitants, like hallucination.
Wait. How can I trust you?
I have no reason to lie, and if I wanted you dead, you would be dead.
Wait, I have one more question.
Good night, Rainsford.
Good night, then. Good morning, Zaroff.
Good morning, Rainsford. You slept well, hopefully. You'll do better in the hunt if you slept well. I've packed a bag for you. It has enough supplies for the next 3 days. I suggest you wear moccasins. They leave a poorer trail. I suggest also that you avoid the big swamp in the southeast corner of this island. We call it Death Swamp. There's quicksand there. A foolish fellow tried it. The deplorable part of it was that Lazarus followed him. You can imagine my feelings, Mr. Rainsford. I loved Lazarus. He was the finest hound in my pack. I won't keep you any longer. You'll want to start, no doubt. I shall not follow till dusk. Au revoir, Rainsford. Au revoir. Rainsford, if you are within sound of my voice, as I suppose you are, let me congratulate you. Not many men know how to make a melee man-catcher. You are proving interesting, Mr. Rainsford. Most interesting indeed. Rainsford! You killed Ivan? You will suffer! Better luck next time. Better luck next time. Rainsford, how in God's name did you get here?
Swam. Found it much easier than walking through the forest.
Well, I congratulate you. You have won the game.
Not until I stop you.
I see. Splendid. One of us is to furnish a repast for the hounds, the other will sleep in this very excellent bed. On guard, Rainsford.